What's up, fellow collectors? P-Rockzilla back again, and today we're taking a look at a special figure. This is special to me because this is going to be the first dive into official Naruto 1/6 scale figures. If you guys know me, you guys know I love my anime 1/12 scale figures. I would love to have them in 6 scale form, but we don't have that option as of yet. So to me, this is going to be the first step in the right direction for us to finally get anime 1/6 scale figures from these popular series like Naruto, and hopefully in the future freaking Dragon Ball Z, man. I would love to have some Dragon Ball Z 1/6 scale figures. But anyways, this is the Zen Creations Ultimate Edition Naruto from Shippuden, and this is gonna be an excellent figure. I just looked at the window already, and the figure looks almost identical to the anime. This is a new company, so this is gonna be different and something different because as of right now they're only making Naruto and they're making Gaara as the only two. I know Rocket, was it the Rocket Toys or Rocket something, is making some of the other characters from the Shippuden line, and I know 3-0 is making the characters from the original Naruto, which he's younger. So like I said, this is gonna be the first one in the official line, so I'm excited to get this thing open and check it out. So let's get this review started. Dale. I'm really liking the way this box is. Let's take a look at the box. As you can see, it has a nice picture of the actual figure there, and it has the Naruto Shippuden, and that feels nice right there. This is official. And then what I like is the Zen Studios stickers. You have the official sticker here for the ultimate version, and then you actually have their logo here, which is in the gold foil too. Anything like gold foil, any kind of foil labels, I love seeing the little hologram, the official hologram right there. So this is a new company from Malaysia. So I like their packaging so far. I'm not sure if all their figures are gonna come with this type of packaging, so we shall see. And I love this. This is the scrolls. So I guess this is gonna be the first figure. As you can see, 001. But this is the scrolls that you would see like in the anime Naruto. So I love that, man. Like they're really putting attention to detail with this figure. At least for the, look, you got the symbols right here. You got the freaking, the thing, I forget the name of the symbol. This is the symbol behind on his back of his jacket and everything, or his rope, whatever you call it. You get the official stuff here, address. This is from Malaysia, like I said. And then down here, you got some information here. And then here goes the beauty right here. Look at this. That's cool. Like they kept these are all the people who got involved into the figure, but they kept it with the Naruto theme, which I like that. I like that a lot. And then of course, here you can see the figure. You can see everything that comes in there. So I'm really interested to see how this outfit is because you know me, I like posing my figures, and to have a Naruto museum pose is gonna kind of hurt my soul, man. All right, let's get this guy out the box. So once you get this beautiful box open, let's get the box out the way. You're greeted with the clamshell right here. And the first layer is gonna have his big shuriken. So this is gonna be, and you actually see the bandana there too. So pretty cool. You get this little shirt, the huge shuriken. Then when you take off this right here, you can actually see everything in the figure. Now I do wish they actually came with a foam case. I love the foam cases more. I know TB League always comes with a foam. To me, just you're paying for this. It feels more premium when it comes with foam. Anyways, you see everything that comes here in the package, and then you do get the instructions in the bottom. So let's go ahead and get him and all accessories out so we can take a closer look in fine detail on everything that comes in the package. So here we have Naruto spread out with all the accessories, and this does come with a lot of accessories, so I guess there's a good reason why it's called the ultimate version. So of course, let's take a look at the figure first. And I do gotta say, this figure has good weight to him. Like it doesn't feel cheap. At least the body doesn't feel cheap. It has pretty decent weight. It's not on the same level as a TB League body, but maybe it does have more weight of a typical Hot Toys and 3-0 figure. So as you can see, this is Naruto. The hair feels good. It's not too pointy where you're not gonna hurt yourself. This is more of like a little bit malleable, but it's kind of hard plastic right there. And what I do like is the fact that on the actual plate there, it is painted like a plate, like it is shiny, so it does look like metal. And then you get the zipper here. The suit, I'm trying to think of what figure this kind of feels like. I don't know. It's kind of just definitely no Hot Toy Marvel figures feel like this. At least the soft goods. When I first, like, before I bought this figure, I thought I was gonna have the same type of suit or body as Saitama, the One Punch Man from 3-0. But this doesn't. This is all cloth. So this is a good sign for me. Because with the cloth, you don't have to worry about the suit getting damaged. And which means I can keep my Naruto in some somewhat dynamic pose and not have to worry about damage over time. This is cool too. I like the way this feels right here. I'm not sure how it's attached on there. This is good. The pouch is cool. It does move a little bit. So this is all hard plastic. There's no pleather on here. Everything's hard plastic and fabric cloth. So, yep, it looks just like Naruto, man. I'm freaking excited for this damn thing. Woo! Look at that. Oh, man. I can't wait to get Gaara. All right, so let's go through the articulation. The shoulder pads, there are some shoulder pads. You can feel underneath on the suit. There is something here cushioning this up. This is not part of the body. All right, so let's see. The arms can move forward. What I like so far is you are hindered a little bit with this with the sleeve. As you can see, when you pull it there, it tugs. But you're not fully hindered because you still get the full arm up. You do feel this is some weird joints in there. I feel that. All right, so the arms. Look, he can do a Y pose. Look at that. Freaking Naruto. Now these. All right, so one thing to be careful. See already as mine. Mine was packaged differently, so I was about to bend the elbow this way, but I got resistance. So mine was packaged with the elbow that way. So you gotta, when you turn it, you readjust the suit, so you can actually just turn it that way. So yeah, let me make sure my elbows. Yeah, that's also a good thing I noticed on this one. Let me put this arm down. All right, yep. So there we go. So the elbows are right, and then the suit. See, this is a good sign. So the suit you can just move around. It's free enough where you can move around. So yes, that's good for articulation. All right. So he does get, let's see, you get pivot, swivel at the bicep. Yep, it's at the bicep, the upper biceps where you get swivel. You do get 90-degree bend, double jointed elbows. Not 90 degree, what am I talking about? So that's freaking awesome. That's good for articulation. And you could feel the shoulders do move up and down a little bit. So you could kind of get a little more range of articulation there. All right, so the arms are going that way. The wrists do turn all the way around. Oh, that's different. Look at that. Some stuff in there because that arm doesn't have that. So you can see there, they actually use a screw there for the wrist peg. So I guess if you ever have an issue with your peg getting loose, you could just basically tighten it up. And do get articulation there. Now, what I'll probably do is I'll probably twist that around to have the screw showing underneath. So you won't see that during articulation. But you can always bring the sleeve down too, as you can see. All right, so let's bring his arms up. This body feels like it's different. I don't think I've felt a body like this before. All right, so the articulation at the waist. So let's go. He can go back pretty far, as you can see. He can do the forward ab crunch. Very good too. So I'm liking so far. I'm liking this a lot. I feel a lot of articulation with this figure. Let's see, you get twist. Only 1 point of articulation for the waist. I want to see what's under there. Huh, you see some more suit and stuff. Oh, ratchet joints. Ooh, I thought I broke something for a second there. So you do get ratchet joints at the upper torso, like the middle where the abs are at. All right, so that's different. All right, cool. All right, so let's go down to the pants. Let's readjust the pants. The legs can go pretty far up. You are hindered a little bit with the legs. So as you can see there, maybe you could bring the pants down a little bit. You do get decent bend at the knees. Not fully double bend, but good enough. I wonder if you could get more with the pants. Oh, so you could get more, it's just the pants. The pants are getting hindered there. So it's like they're getting bunched up right there at the joint. So you can move back. This one I'm curious about is would this... No, it's a hard plastic, so no. So you do get bend there. Same thing here. Let's see. Naruto, if you pull the pants up, let's see if you could do a split. So yeah, he could do some of a split. I was like a frog right now. You get the high water action. So you could do the split, that's good. All right, so he did the leg forward. And let's see, you do you get twisted the shin? No, you don't. So no shin articulation. You do get twisted the knee. The knee. The ankle. What the heck? This one's a little bit different. So this is different. You can go up a little bit further up, and you can go down pretty good amount. No toe articulation, which kind of sucks. But hey, you can't have the ultimate figure with their ultimate articulation. There's always got to be give or take. All right, so yep, there he goes. There goes Naruto, and this, like I said, the joints just feel different. I don't think I ever felt a figure like this. So something different. This is definitely a new body, not like a typical body that I've seen from Hot Toys and 3-0 and Asmus. So this is definitely a different body. Like, it must be their own unique body. So it feels different. It feels good though. I like the articulation you can get, and the soft goods feels good also. All right, so there we go. Let's take a look at all the accessories now, and let's take a look at the huge shuriken that he has. What I like is this is not lighting. This is the way they painted it. So actually, this is like the dull end, and this is the blade portion, and it's on both ends. So it has that nice reflection. So this is an awesome piece. I wonder if those pegs, I guess the good thing with those pegs, I guess when he's holding this, if the pegs do get loose, like I said before, you can tighten the peg with the screw. And then of course you get his kunis. Kunai. Every Naruto character has to have these. If you're a Naruto fan, you know that already. And then, let me see. We get the more dynamic headband, which just pegs back into the back of the head. Right here. And then we get the base. So this is a different base. Let me just see if I can bring my brightness up if this helps out a little bit. There we go. You can see the detail more if I bring the brightness up on that base right there. So you see the little sand leaf. I mean the leaf village. I keep saying sand. I'm like excited for Gara, man. Gara's the sand village. All right, and you get the pole. I guess that screws into the bottom. This pole looks just like the Hot Toys, but it is kind of covered more. And then you get the clamp, and it does have. That clamp is tight. There we go. I guess you could loosen that with the screw too. And it does have like the foam in here to protect the figure. Now let's look at you get 2 spare wrist pegs. You get a bunch of hands, which you definitely will need for Naruto. More of the action hand. You get a thumbs up hand. More of another action hand, maybe holding something with this hand. Somewhat open, relaxed hands. Oops, there goes one. The 2, is it Jitsu they call it? I forget. I haven't seen Naruto in a while. I gotta watch it. You know, I started to see the Road to Boruto, the Boruto anime. I gotta watch that too. You get the 2 closed fists, the dap hands. You can see the fingernails. That's pretty cool. How they sculpted the fingernails. And then you get one that has his Rasengan. He's charging it up. The seam is a little annoying. I can see that seam there. Wish that was a little bit cleaner. But I do like the effects they added into the ball. And all the little whirling effects all around. Then you actually get a more, I guess this is going to be, let's see. This is going to be like more of a, I guess, yeah, action. Because this size right here, this is identical? No, it's not identical. I guess this is more of the action pose one. And then you get the 3 face sculpts. So you get the, like the grin, which more likely I may have my Naruto with this one, because my SH Figure Arts one, he has more of the serious face. And everybody knows Naruto's like a little joking. He's always joking around. And you get the angry. I like the way this is painted. Eyes look good. And then, of course, you get the yelling. Rasengan! Now, one thing... Oh, no, look at that. They made a mistake. I just saw that. So I can't be using this one because, look, if you look here, it's painted. And they forgot to paint that side. So please, if anyone has this figure, let me know if this is a QC issue across the board on yours. Or this is just one hit wonder on mine. My typical luck. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Because I do want to do one pose with him with this. But we'll see. I'll probably just angle him that way. Alright, so we got everything out. We saw everything in detail. So let's go ahead and get some size comparisons. Before I move on to the size comparison, I do want to talk about 2 things I did see in the instructions. So the kunais, whatever, in order to equip them, this piece actually does come off, supposedly. Maybe not. The instructions showed it as coming off. There we go. So this piece does come off. And basically, when you want to put it in his hand, You slide this piece in there, and then just replug in the other end right there. So that's how you equip these. Just be careful because they do feel a little brittle at the stem. Like when I was pulling this out, I felt like I was gonna break it, but it didn't. And then to swap out the head, you would basically take the hair off first. But now be careful with the hair because that thing is spiky, so it does poke you. So while I'm doing that, I can take a quick look at the head, see which one, if there's a big difference in this. So yeah, you can see the bangs, just the little bang portions. These are kind of moving in an angle, so this is basically more the dynamic one. This is the default pose one. And then to remove the head, you basically pull the bandana off like this. Got my bandana. This is what the instructions said. Well, anyways, basically you pull the bandana off, and then from there, that's when you can take the head off, or the face, I'm sorry, and then swap the faces out. So just want to give you guys a quick description of how you get that done. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the size comparison. So now we got Naruto standard default pose. So let's go ahead and bring in, I want to try bringing some other anime characters, but we'll see what we have here. So first of all, let's bring in the 3-0 Saitama from One Punch Man. And there we have Saitama with Naruto. Two cool animes. Another one will be the 3-0 Edward from Full Metal Alchemist. So there we have Edward along with Naruto and Saitama. And then last but not least, let's bring in the Hot Toys. And this is going to be Hot Toys Classic Suit Spider-Man. Let me fix them a little bit more. There we go. So there's a good size comparison with Naruto with 2 3-0 figures, both anime, and one closest thing to anime from Hot Toys would be the comic or Classic Suit Spider-Man. And I think they all look good together. And they all are the exact correct height because Naruto should definitely be taller than Edward. Edward always gets flack for being short. But he should not be taller than Saitama or Spider-Man. So this is, to me, this freaking Naruto is freaking on point, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get some final thoughts and final poses. And finally, I can have battles in 6 scale that I could not imagine before between crossing anime lines. Here we have Naruto getting his jutsu to get that giant shuriken at One Punch Man, and One Punch Man is getting his punch ready to knock that shuriken out the way. So I don't know who's gonna get it. I mean, more likely One Punch Man, you know, that guy. But I love the way this figure poses. And not only that, like, I purposely wanted to get a pose with the giant shuriken in his hand because I want to see if his joints can actually hold the weight. And it does. I put that thing on, and it's like if the hand didn't even move. It didn't slide down. Even the wrist peg didn't slide down. So like the joints are strong on this figure. You do not have to worry about that hand going down with the weight of that shuriken. So this is why I wanted to get this pose, just to kind of test. Like when I do this thing, I want to test things out. I like to test my figures out, see what my limitations are, and I like it so far, man. The only thing I will say in this pose right here, I was a little hindered with the legs because of the pants. Like, you know, since the pants are short, you can't pull it up too much more. So in that crotch area, as you can see here, when it's turned around, like the shirt, you can see it's like, you know, a little bit of his skin back there. So that's the only thing that was like a little hindering to get this pose, is just basically the legs. I wish I could have had the legs bent up a little bit more and spread across more, but, and the ankles, I wish the ankles could have basically came down a little bit more, but I was able to get the pose. This is the pose, I looked it up real quick. Naruto, this is one of the poses that he normally would do when he's throwing the shuriken from the air. So I wanted to make sure I can get an exact pose from the anime, and I was able to do that. And this is why I'm super excited for freaking 1/6 scale anime characters, and I'm so excited. I don't know what took so damn long for some of these companies to pick up these lines, but I'm happy that's finally happening. Please give us a damn Dragon Ball. Give us some damn Dragon Ball, man. But I'm loving this Naruto so far. Like, I'm interested in the 3-0 one, the one that 3-0 is coming out with, the kind of small one. So I do love my 3-0, and they do awesome jobs with their anime figures. So it's gonna be cool that they're doing the different line. They're doing the younger Naruto, because I'm liking this Naruto right here. And I hope Zen Studio does do more of the characters, because they are a little bit pricier. They're not as pricey as Rocket Toys. This figure right here, I want to say it costed me, I want to say about $215, around there. So the Rocket ones are about $300. So I don't really want to go that route, but I'm liking this figure so much that I may need to get some of those villains, man. I may have to dive into one of those villains that's gonna come out pretty soon. So, this freaking, the articulation of this guy. I'm gonna have so much fun with this guy. All right, so let's go ahead and get the final pose right about now. We have Naruto in a more classic, more pose that more likely I will keep in my display just to kind of, this resembles to me, this is Naruto right here. This is how I remember Naruto, more of like the laughing, always joking around, kind of like a little more childish Goku in a way. This figure surprised me. Like, I was not expecting much. I kind of was expecting the like negative first with this figure, but having it in hand, man, this freaking figure is awesome, man. I'm loving the direction that Zen Studios is going with this line. Like I said, I wish they continue with more characters, especially Kakashi, man. I really wanted Kakashi. Not many negatives in this figure. The only negatives, that base sucks. The base that comes with the, not the base, but the stand that comes with the base. For some reason, I don't know, they have a weird design where like you put a peg in the hole and then you gotta put the stand into the hole, but then there's no threads to screw it in. So I don't know how, like, it's kind of wonky the way they did the base and the stand. And then another thing that's kind of annoying with the figure is whatchamacallit, the feet don't actually bend, like the ankle portion, they don't actually bend down as far. Like, I would love to try to have him like in a running pose. You know how Naruto does that crazy when Naruto does that run, he has his hands behind his, way up behind his back and stuff. So I would love to do one of those Naruto run poses, but I couldn't do it because it says there's no toe bend on the feet. So I kind of wish there was at least a little bit toe bend there. Maybe make the plastic a little more soft, more malleable, so you can actually get a little bit toe bend. But that's the only issues I had. Replacing the bandana is simple. It's just after the first time you do it, there is a lot of resistance because, you know, the new figure and everything, the paint settled. So you just got to be careful when you do it, because when you do it, you do have to kind of go under the bandana and slide it up. So you got to make sure whatever you're using your fingers, your nails don't kind of scrape the paint off the figure. And if you don't rub it the wrong way. The other issue I had was basically that one QC issue with the sideburns not painted on the other face sculpt with the yelling face sculpt. The hands, like I said, everything, like the articulation of this guy and like all the joints are pretty solid. Like, they can hold their poses no problem without it feeling loose or not. I love the fact you can move the clothes around. You can get the poses done, and then the clothes it's like good fabric where you can actually move it around and it's not gonna get pinched or cause any damage to the suit. That, and the fact that I can keep this guy posed in a dynamic pose and not to worry about him getting damaged in the long run. I really like this figure. I'm surprised. Like I said, I wasn't expecting something this good. I was kind of expecting the worst, so I could kind of not get my hopes up. So when the figure did come out, like, it would have, you know, been, I'll be like, all right. But for the price, I do enjoy what you get. I do enjoy the figure. It is anime accurate. The accessories are awesome. The joints are awesome. The base and stand sucks. Replacing the accessory parts like the hair and the face is simple. Once you do it the first time, it does become more simple. Replacing the hands is simple. The wrist pegs are in there tight and nice and just good resistance on those joints on the pegs. So I don't even think there's a need to reuse the replacement pegs. This guy is awesome, man. Like I said, I'm super excited. I finally have this. And please give us more anime 6-scale figures. Please give us Kakashi Zen Studios. I know Rocket Toy is doing Kakashi. Maybe I'll get it from them. But I do enjoy this figure. I hope you guys and ladies enjoyed the review. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button. Click the bell notification so you can get notified of upcoming reviews and videos. And as always, collectors, keep collecting. Stay safe. Be good. Dale.